Tonight, was there any thought at all that, this could have been your last game with the Lakers?
Curry, at age 36, averaged 26 a game.
The Phoenix Suns were swept by Anthony Edwards and OKC.
Could we have witnessed the end of an era last night in the NBA for the first time ever? Steph Curry, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant all will not advance past the first round of the NBA playoffs. Steph didn't even make the playoffs.
Today we will be trying to guess who will be the future face of the NBA. But first, I wanted to send you a message. If you are not going to hit like under this video and subscribe my channel, I am going to send Draymond Green to you, and you know what's next. Current playoffs have shown us that the gang who was owning the league for last 20 years is slowly heading towards sunset. Lebron, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry still probably have a chance for a ring, in some very optimistic circumstances. But let's face it, none of them is recognized as the face of the league anymore. They are not mentioned in MVP voting, and they do not look like players who would be able to carry their teams to championships. Everything has its beginning and its end. I have created some criteria and grading system which should help me to nominate next face of the NBA. So stay with me, guys, chip in the comments section and let's get to work. League dramatically needs next person who would be NBA's poster boy, who would fuel the ticket sales, encourage more viewership, make people buy more merchandise. How it worked in past. More or less current status and picture of the NBA started to shape when one widely smiling guy called Ervin Magic Johnson and his nemesis Larry Bird decided to provide us with an amazing rivalry, going head to head against each other from the very beginning of their careers. Not many people realize how much we owe them. Yes, their rivalry made the NBA relevant, made it a sought-after sport. Games got very entertaining. Their battle was marketable. Two super talents, Magic, always smiling and very funny and outspoken, against a grumpy hick from the French league, Larry Bird. When their time ended, we witnessed a Black Jesus, Michael Jordan, making NBA worldwide phenomenon, both on and off the court. This is also when Air Jordan started to be a thing. The GOAT carried the league till famous Bulls' last dance. Then it was Shaq and Kobe, Tim Duncan, LeBron James, Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. All those guys carried the torch and ensured NBA is on constant rise. And now we are in 2024, a pivotal year. For first time since ages, we are asking ourselves, who will be the next face of the NBA? Will it be one person? Will it be maybe again a rivalry like Magic versus Bird? Or maybe it will be someone more like LeBron? One thing is sure, league is desperate now for some outstanding personalities and talents. Who are the candidates currently? Have a look at my shortlist, presented in no particular order. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This season is showing us that rebuild in Oklahoma is going probably better than anyone expected, and Shai became one of the best point guards in the league. Unluckily for Shai, he is nearly 26 years old already, and he is becoming a phenomenon as a late bloomer. Not something typical for face of the NBA. His chances to win MVP are very decent, maybe even this season. Impact on the league is limited, popularity on the rise. Chances for a championship despite very decent season probably still can improve. For now, I think we would all agree that Shai's chances to be the next face of the NBA are not the biggest. Jason Tatum, main face of the Boston Celtics since good few years, with multiple All-Star selections under his belt already. Tatum has been knocking to superstardom doors for a couple of seasons, but for now looks like the knock-in stage continues, as Boston and Tatum fail to deliver what is expected from them, constantly flopping when it matters most. Will it change during those playoffs? We shall see. So far Jason has been nowhere near to be voted an MVP. And that is also a very important factor we need to mention here. Additionally, his team vastly improved roster this season, so his relevance is somehow automatically lowered. Luka Doncic, nearly 26 years old, with already lengthy path of success in European basketball behind him. Luka became known in the league as one-man wrecking crew, last couple of years single-handedly carrying the Mavs and making them relevant. Recently he got a great help in Kyrie Irving, and Mavericks seem to be a threat in contention for title this season. Luka also been named as Rookie of the Year. and he is a league leader in points scored per game. He has been named Luka Magic by no accident, showing us multiple times that he can obliterate the defense in multiple ways. His marketability is huge, impact on the league too. MVP chances are very high, and probability of championship in future very good. Yes, Luka definitely can be a future face of the league. What is also amazing, he seems to be loved by American fans, and that is not so obvious, considering that next person on our list seem not to be getting as much love as Luka does. Nikola Jokic, another European import, already with a championship under his belt, playing main fiddle for Nuggets and winning 2 MVP awards in past, with a solid chances for third one. Nikola is recognized already as one of the best centers who ever played in the NBA. But there is but with Nikola. His chances to be the face of the NBA are constantly lowered by Nikola himself. Nikola is rather modest, down-to-earth guy. He avoids loud dramas, he doesn't get into arguments, he does not create himself rivalries with opponents. He just plays, and he does it very good. But we can all agree that even if we asked Nikola if he would want to be the next face of the NBA, he would tell us that tomorrow his beloved horse is racing, and he is flying to have some burek in Serbia. That is why we love Nikola, but that is also why he cannot be seen as face of the league. Anthony Edwards. Anthony made Timberwolves relevant again, filling the shoes left in the locker room by Kevin Garnett nearly 20 years ago. How Anthony challenged Durant during those playoffs, mocking him, despite admitting that he is his all-time favorite player, already became a meme. Anthony shines when lights are brightest. He is not afraid of anyone in the league. He wants the spotlight and he delivers when it is needed. Comparisons to MJ only prove that sky is the limit for this young fella. He is very marketable, loves to brag with what he gonna do to his next opponents, and his game speaks for himself. People love this badass attitude, especially when results back it up. Yes, Anthony definitely can be the next face of the NBA for years. And what is important, he is of USA origin, and that is important considering how many good foreign players are in the league right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis for many years was seen as hardworking, rapidly developing talent from overseas. All fans loved this Giannis from few years back, on the way to his first NBA title. Giannis besides championship has also won the MVP award in past, so that makes his resume more solid already. Story of Giannis was like a perfect story of American dream. A guy from Europe coming to USA, making a huge splash, taking his family out of poverty and winning a championship. This story was like from Hollywood movie. But recently, things have changed, and Giannis actually became a villain. How he started to boss and act in Milwaukee, being one of the reasons of their decline, cannot be unnoticed here. Also the case of nepotism, with Thanasis in his team, make him even more unlikely to ever be a face of the league. Giannis from few years back surely would have a very big chance, but the Giannis we know now cannot be considered obviously. Victor Wembanyama. Wemby, oh Wemby. Prior to even being drafted, he was named as one of the best NBA prospects the league has ever seen. The expectations on Wemby and pressure to deliver were huge. But at this stage we can all agree that Wemby has exceeded largest expectations. The way he impacts the game, how he forces opposing teams to approach him differently is currently probably unmatched in the league. His imposing frame and size and tremendous skills make him literally an alien-like figure in the NBA. Fans love him, players fear him, and being a member of Spurs organization give him a very decent chance of winning a ring. Additionally, Wemby already has an enemy, which he would love to crush every time he faces him. Chet Holmgren. This kinda has this feeling of Bird vs Magic from past. Chet maybe is not as good though, but surely their rivalry is great for the league. Can Wemby be the next face of the NBA? Definitely. He has all the right cards. Will he play them right? The chances are very big. Tyrese Haliburton. I felt like I had to add Tyrese here too. Tyrese himself made Pacers relevant, and we have not seen it since they faced LeBron's Miami Heat 10 years ago. Tyrese is one of the best passers in the league. He is fun to watch, still young and developing. A catalyst which makes this team and its offense hum. But Tyrese has to still prove himself as actually currently He leads his team only in assists, while Siakam is the leader for points, rebounds and steals. He needs to improve the amounts of points scored to become really relevant candidate for face of the league. But this fast road to stardom cannot be unnoticed, and his potential is huge. Tyrese most probably will never be the face of the league as competition is very tough, but he has all the talent to be a top player in the upcoming future. As you can see, we have few players who in my opinion have chances to be the next face of the league. Luka, Anthony Edwards and Wemby seem to be favorites. If my life depended on it and I had to select out of them one player, it would be Anthony Edwards. As what differs him from Wemby and Luka is the fact that he is from USA, and it gives him some extra points from American fans and market. This is something we can't ignore, as in the end NBA is a huge business. But what is somehow positive, it looks like we have at least those 3 players with all the characteristics that would be required to carry the league for the next decade. It looks like we, NBA fans, are in good hands, and what is left for us is to stock up on some drinks and hot dogs and just enjoy the game we love to watch. How do you see it, guys? Would you add any other player to this shortlist? Has someone been forgotten? Let me know in the comments. And as always, please hit like and subscribe and help me grow this channel. See you next time!